Hello there, and welcome back. What we're going to do in this video is take a parabola that has equation x squared minus 6x plus 1 minus 8y equals 0, so not in standard form. We're going to write the equation in standard form and then identify its characteristics. Okay, so noting that this is not the equation of a parabola in standard form, we turn to our standard forms to see which one makes sense to make our goal. And since there's an x squared term in our equation and an x squared term in this first equation, this is going to be the form that we try to work towards. Okay, so this is going to require completing the square. So I'm going to isolate all the terms that could be in the x minus h squared, which means the x squared term and the minus 6x term. And I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides and add 8y to both sides. So we have 8y minus 1. So basically moving all of the other terms that do not contain an x to the right-hand side. And then to complete the square, we focus on this number right here. We take half of negative 6 to get negative 3, and then we square that, and that is the magic number to add to both sides, so that the left side becomes a perfect square. So x squared minus 6x plus 9 is x minus 3 quantity squared. We're moving right down here. And then on the right-hand side, we just combine like terms. So we have 8y plus 8. And now to write it in the completely standard form, we have to factor out whatever the coefficient of y is so that we know what 4p is. So that means we have x minus 3 quantity squared equals 8 times the quantity y plus 1. So right there from that form, we know that the vertex is located at the point 3, negative 1. Now, to find the focus in the directrix, we need to know the value of p. Well, 4p is the coefficient of the linear term in y on the right-hand side, and 8 is that coefficient in our equation, so that 8 is equal to 4p, which means p is equal to 2. Okay, so that's one piece of the puzzle. This is an x squared equation, which means the parabola is going to open vertically. And since the focus is, since p is 2, the focus will be above the vertex. So that means we have a vertically opening parabola. Focus here, directrix here. So that means that our focus is 2 units above our vertex at 3, negative 1. So our focus is at 3, negative 1 plus 2, which of course we'll write as 3, 1. And our directrix is a horizontal line, as you can see in this figure here, which is 2 units below the vertex. So that's going to be y equals negative 1, which is where the vertex was, minus 2, which turns out to be y equals negative 3. So right there are all the characteristics of our parabola. Vertex at 3, negative 1, focus at 3, 1, directrix y equals negative 3.